This video will be on programming mag sulfate on the Plum 360 IV pumps. We will do a 4 gram loading dose over 20 minutes followed by a 2 grams an hour continuous dose. So a couple things to start. We have our mag with that very technical label there and our LR. We do want to make sure that anytime we're doing mag, we have 2 pumps. So we're not going to run that concurrent. So you don't want your LR or your pit on line A and then your mag in line B. Don't want to set it up that way because it is a critical drug. It needs its own pump. So you will have 2 pumps. Your first pump is your LR or your pit. Remember, for those, we do want our total infusion rate to be at 125. So we're going to set our LR in this situation here at 75 because our mag will be going at 50, which will be a total of 125. The other thing is where your where you're hooked to the IV. So we do want to make sure if you have it running with LR or anything else, it should be just LR, but if you have it running with LR, your LR is going to Y into the mag. So your mag line will go to the patient. So this will be at the patient, and then this is my LR wide into that main line. The exception there is Pitocin. So if you have Pitocin running, that Pitocin needs to go to the patient. So this would be your Pitocin, and then this would be your mag wide in there. Okay. To set up your infusion on your, so now we're going to go down here for mag. Oops, sorry, I had to start over. So you're going to go to, so once you turn it on, of course, select your care area. So you're going to select the care area that's appropriate for you. And then you're going to select line A. We are going to go to M for mag. Once that loads, super important here that you select the OB profile. So if you'll see there's one set up for OB. You do not want to select this top one where you can just enter your own grams and mils, and you definitely don't want to do the 2 grams and 50. Those are set up for other areas. They're not set up. We have our own OB profile, so that's the one you want to make sure that you go to, and we are going to choose that. And then if I set up here, remember with mag, you have to set up that loading dose first. So if I set up, you can't set the continuous first. If I go into like program any of this, I'm going to lose this loading dose and I can't get back to it. So you're going to hit your loading dose here, and then you're going to have 2 lines there. We're going to set number 1 with our loading dose, and then number 2 with our continuous, and then that way the pump will just automatically switch over to the continuous once it's finished doing the loading dose. So for my loading dose, we were 4 grams over 20 minutes, so I'm going to put my 4 here, and then I'm just going to go over. I don't know my volume to be infused. I mean, you calculate it if you want to, but I would just go to the minutes and put in 20. So we know we're getting 4 grams over 20, and then I'm going to program over. I'm getting 2 grams an hour at 50, and then I am going to actually, you know, I'm going to do that for probably 24 hours. If I put that volume to be infused, it does calculate kind of funny. So I am just going to add my 24 hours here and do that. So I know that's what I'll get total. And then I just want to confirm, remember, I have to make sure that I have another RN anytime I'm setting up mag, changing the rate at every handoff. And each shift we should be verifying that we have the correct rate and dose running. So again, I'm just double checking. I can confirm that, so I can hit start, and then here's where I can confirm. So I have a 4 gram loading over 20 minutes, and then I'm going to do 2 grams an hour, and then I'm going to hit yes for that. And then you can see you've got this page. This is what shows when it's running. So we have 4 grams here. You can see it's a 4 gram, and that is a loading dose. So it shows you right here. Once we hit the 33.3 mils or whatever it is, the 20 minutes, you will see this flip over. It'll automatically flip for you, and this will be at 2, this will be at 50, and this will say continuous. So you know that now you have your continuous, and that's how you can verify. Also, each shift, you can kind of look at that and verify that you are at the correct grams or dose, grams per hour, and the correct rate.